Hello there, and welcome to Andre's YouTube video for Sunday, November 18th, 2012. Well, yesterday I got some news that was not particularly surprising, but somewhat disappointing for me. I don't know if any of you know this, but I'm actually a rather big fan of Hostess fruit pies, particularly cherry. I hear there was a pumpkin flavor, but I never actually got one. So it was a little bit sad for me yesterday, even though we're in a much more carb counting, cholesterol, sugar pinching society, that the Hostess company is going bankrupt for two reasons. And one of them has to do with the workers' strike. They don't have enough people to work there, so they're being forced to shut down. And apparently, economy. Now, they expect to rebound, but frankly, people are already starting to hoard Twinkies. And I'm not sure there's going to be enough. I mean, Twinkies are an American institution. And, it just reminds me that, if we're not careful about what we do, a lot of American institutions, especially ones like Hostess, may disappear. And I think that we should keep an eye out for this and try new methods of economy and education. And I didn't plan it this way, but I heard a story today about a place I've actually been to in Florida called Ybor City. It's actually in the Tampa, Florida region. And in the 1920s, 1924, 1925, there were a lot of Spaniard immigrants there who were rolling cigars, in sweatshop conditions. And, actually, not to be too disgusting, but sometimes they had to use their own body sweat, so they say, to provide lubrication for the tobacco they're rolling into cigars. Anyway, in order to help these people out, a great deal of people were imported in to read them intellectual lectures on different subjects to stimulate their mind as they worked and perhaps prepare them for different skills other than just rolling cigars in the future. Now, during the Great Depression, that all changed. They actually developed machines rather than people to make these cigars, and the people who did work there were suddenly entertained by radios and not by these academic lectures from professors and whatnot, and they weren't being read to anymore. And when I went down 2 years ago to Ybor City and visited there, and I looked into some of the cigar stores that they had in that area, I noticed that the people who were rolling the cigars were actually doing it by hand again. I didn't see any machines. That may be just on show for tourists. But it would be interesting if in this modern age we could bring that same sort of humanistic academic and educational attitude to workers. The education could be fun. That while, say some person is working at Starbucks, serving coffee to different people, that, they could be hearing something that could be stimulating to them and perhaps prepare them for another skill. And that may be a way of educating people without knocking them over the head with it and making them feel like they're being forced, and thereby helping to drive the economy. I'm sure the president might come up with a similar idea. He probably already has. But I found this story very interesting to go along with what's happening with Hostess. So anyway, I do plan to return to Ybor someday. It's a great city. They have some great things to photograph. And they make a great Cuban sandwich there, but I digress. I just wanted to say goodbye to Hostess. No more fruit pies for me. Anyway, my belly will probably like that and everything. But anyway, in a way, Hostess will be missed. The Twinkie will be missed. I mean, they're one of the foods that you actually couldn't seem to destroy, never seemed to go bad. Symbolic of another age, and I guess that age is past. So, at least for now, I mean, they're hopeful that they're going to make a comeback. Bye-bye Hostess, and I'll see you next time.